Imagine for a moment you're standing at the edge of a cliff. Below, a vast ocean represents your dreams, your goals, your ideal life. Now, think about the waves crashing beneath you, the struggle you faced in your life, the obstacles that seemed insurmountable. But instead of fearing the wave, imagine using it to propel you forward. This moment, this struggle is your secret weapon. If you're tired of feeling overwhelmed by your challenges, if you want to unlock the power hidden within your hardships, if you're ready to turn your setbacks into the greatest comebacks of your life, then stay with me. By the end of this speech, you'll understand how honoring your struggles can transform your entire perspective on success. This is not just another motivational talk, this is a game changer. Struggles are an inevitable part of life. Every journey, no matter how big or small, comes with its own set of challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. Yet far too often we view these struggles as roadblocks that stand between us and our success. We wish they would disappear, we try to avoid them, or we hope that one day everything will just get easier. But what if I told you that these struggles are not just inevitable, they are essential? What if I told you that they are not here to hold you back, but to propel you forward? The reality is that struggles are not the problem, they are an integral part of the solution. Every great story has a turning point, a moment where the hero is tested, a challenge that seems insurmountable. Think of the most inspiring figures throughout history, people like Nelson Mandela, Maya Angelou, or even Steve Jobs. They didn't achieve greatness because everything was easy for them. In fact, they were often faced with extreme adversity, setbacks, and hardships. It was through these challenges that they discovered their inner strength, their resilience, and their ability to push forward against all odds. Their struggles didn't define them as failures, they were the foundation of their success. The struggle itself is often where we find our true strength. Imagine you are climbing a mountain. The climb is steep, the path is rugged, at times you may feel like giving up. But as you continue climbing, you begin to notice something. The higher you go, the stronger your legs become. The more challenging the climb, the more your muscles develop and your stamina grows. The struggle doesn't just help you reach the top, it transforms you along the way. It's the same with life. Every time you face a challenge and push through it, you are strengthening your ability to deal with the next one. You are building resilience, a trait that will serve you well as you continue to pursue your goals. What's often overlooked is that struggles aren't just physical tests, they are mental, emotional, and spiritual tests as well. They force you to dig deep, to question your beliefs, and to stretch your limits. They challenge your assumptions about what is possible and force you to reinvent yourself. Through struggle, you learn what you are made of, what truly matters to you, and what you are willing to fight for. These moments of difficulty often serve as the very lessons that will lead to your greatest growth. And here's the most important part. It's not about avoiding struggle, it's about honoring it. Rather than resisting or fearing difficulty, we must learn to embrace it. We must understand that struggle is a powerful teacher, shaping us into the people we are meant to become. When we honor our struggles, we no longer view them as obstacles, but as opportunities. They are invitations to grow, to evolve, and to push ourselves beyond our comfort zones. I think of the greatest accomplishments in your own life. They didn't come from the easy, smooth days, did they? No, they came from those moments when you pushed through the discomfort, when you chose to keep going even when it seemed impossible. Those moments weren't roadblocks, they were stepping stones that led to something greater. Every struggle you face today is laying the groundwork for the person you are becoming. And that person is far stronger, wiser, and more capable than you can imagine. So the next time you face a struggle, don't run from it. Don't shy away from it. Instead, honor it. See it for what it truly is, a moment of transformation, a step toward the person you are destined to be. Your struggles are not here to break you, they are here to make you stronger. Embrace them, learn from them, and keep climbing. Growth through adversity is a concept that has been proven time and time again, yet it's something that we often overlook or underestimate. We live in a society where we're conditioned to seek comfort, to avoid discomfort, and to pursue a life of ease. We equate comfort with success, believing that once we have everything figured out, once things are smooth, we'll be truly happy. But this is a misconception. It's through adversity, through the hardships and challenges, that true growth occurs. The pain, the struggle, and the obstacles are not things to be feared or avoided. They are the very forces that shape us into the people we are meant to become. When we face adversity, we are forced to stretch beyond what we thought were our limits. We are pushed to tap into reserves of strength, creativity, and resilience that we may not have known existed within us. Think of a time in your life when things didn't go as planned. Perhaps it was a failure, a rejection, or a difficult situation. In that moment, you probably felt frustration, disappointment, and perhaps even despair. But after some time had passed, didn't you find that you emerged from that experience stronger and more capable than before? That's because adversity has a unique way of teaching us the lessons we need to learn to succeed. Adversity challenges us to question our assumptions and beliefs. It makes us confront our vulnerabilities and weaknesses, forcing us to adapt and evolve. Without it, we would never be motivated to improve ourselves or our circumstances. Take the example of someone who has struggled with an illness or personal loss. The initial period of pain and suffering may seem unbearable, but over time, the individual learns to adapt, to find meaning, and to move forward in ways they never would have imagined before. The struggle becomes a powerful teacher, revealing new strengths, new perspectives, and new possibilities. The key to growth through adversity is our ability to persevere. It's not the challenge itself that determines our success, but our response to it. It's easy to give up when things get tough. It's easy to let failure define us, to throw in the towel and walk away. But those who choose to keep going, to keep pushing through the difficulty, are the ones who come out stronger on the other side. Every time we face a challenge, we have the opportunity to learn and grow. The most successful people in the world aren't those who have never faced adversity. They are the ones who have faced it head on, learned from it, and used it as a stepping stone to something greater. What makes growth through adversity so powerful is that it builds resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep going even when the odds seem stacked against us. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about learning to recover from it. Every time you overcome a difficulty, no matter how small or large, you strengthen your resilience. And over time, this resilience becomes a force that propels you forward, making you more confident in your ability to face whatever challenges come your way. So the next time you find yourself in the middle of a struggle, don't look at it as a setback. See it as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Life doesn't get easier, it gets better when we learn to rise above the challenges and embrace the growth that comes with them. Our struggles don't define us. What defines us is how we choose to face them and what we learn from them. That is where the true growth lies. Reframing your perspective on struggle can be a powerful tool in transforming how you approach challenges. The way we perceive adversity shapes how we experience it. Often, when faced with difficulties, our initial reaction is to resist, avoid, or complain about the situation. We see struggle as something to be feared or something that stands in the way of our success. But what if we could reframe this perception and see struggle not as an obstacle, but as an essential part of the process? By shifting our mindset, we can begin to see struggle not as a threat, but as an opportunity for growth, learning, and transformation. When you begin to view your struggles as opportunities, the very nature of your challenges changes. Instead of seeing a difficult situation as something that's happening to you, you start to see it as something that's happening for you. Each struggle becomes a lesson, a chance to expand your understanding and improve your skills. Think about a time when you overcame something that seemed insurmountable. At the time, you probably felt frustrated, overwhelmed, or defeated. But in hindsight, those moments were pivotal in shaping your resilience, patience, and determination. The struggle pushed you to grow, even though you couldn't see it at the time. By reframing the struggle, you also change your relationship with failure. Too often, we associate failure with negative outcomes. We fear it, avoid it, or feel shame when it happens. But in reality, failure is a necessary part of success. Every successful person has faced failure, whether it's in their personal or professional life. What sets them apart is their ability to use failure as a tool for growth. When you embrace failure as part of the learning process, you take the power away from it. Instead of fearing it, you begin to expect it, knowing that it's simply a stepping stone on your path to success. This shift in perspective can also help reduce stress and anxiety when facing challenges. When you see struggle as a natural part of life, you no longer feel that the weight of the world is on your shoulders every time things get tough. You learn to trust that these challenges are simply a part of the journey. When we resist a challenge or try to avoid discomfort, we often create more tension and frustration. But when we approach struggles with an open mind, seeing them as chances to improve, we begin to move through them with greater ease and clarity. Reframing struggle also means developing the ability to appreciate the process rather than focusing only on the outcome. So often we place all our energy and focus on the end goal, whether it's achieving a promotion, completing a project, or achieving a personal milestone. While goals are important, the process is what shapes us. The lessons we learn, the mistakes we make, and the resilience we build along the way are what matter most in the long run. Success is not just about reaching a destination, but about who we become in the process. When we honor the struggle, we honor our growth and development. Ultimately, reframing struggle shifts us from a mindset of victimhood to one of empowerment. It reminds us that we have the ability to take control of how we respond to challenges. We can choose to see them as roadblocks, or we can choose to see them as stepping stones that lead us to greater wisdom, strength, and success. The power lies in how we view the challenges in front of us, and when we learn to embrace and reframe them, we unlock a new level of potential within ourselves. Resilience is often described as the ability to bounce back from adversity, but it goes far beyond simply recovering from setbacks. It's the quality that allows us to persevere, to keep moving forward when life knocks us down. It's built over time through repeated experiences of facing difficulty, enduring hardship, and emerging stronger on the other side. Resilience is developed not just by surviving challenges, but by how we choose to respond to them. The more resilient we become, the more we understand that failure is not the end of the road, but just a detour on the path to success. Every time we face a challenge, we are given a chance to build our resilience. Think of resilience as a muscle. The more we exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Each setback, disappointment, or failure provides us with an opportunity to grow stronger, both mentally and emotionally. When we face a difficult situation, our initial reaction may be to feel overwhelmed or discouraged, but resilience teaches us to keep going, even when the path seems uncertain. It teaches us that our mistakes don't define us, but our ability to learn from them and move forward does. Resilience is also deeply connected to our mindset. How we approach challenges will determine whether we are able to persevere or whether we give up. When we cultivate a growth mindset, the belief that we can improve through effort, learning, and persistence, we lay the foundation for resilience. Those with a growth mindset understand that setbacks are not a reflection of their worth or abilities. They are simply a part of the process. They see failure as a lesson, not as a permanent state of being. This mindset shifts the way we view adversity, helping us stay focused on what we can learn rather than on how difficult the situation is. But resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's also about bouncing forward. It's about using the strength we gain from our struggles to propel us toward future success. When we experience difficulty, we often gain valuable insights, new skills, and a deeper understanding of ourselves. These lessons can become the driving force behind our growth. In fact, some of the most successful people have faced the most significant challenges. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to resilience, their ability to turn their struggles into opportunities for growth. Over time, resilience also builds confidence. Every time we face adversity and overcome it, we prove to ourselves that we can handle whatever life throws our way. This growing confidence becomes a powerful force in our lives, helping us tackle new challenges with a sense of certainty and self-assurance. Resilience builds the belief that no matter how tough the road may seem, we have the strength and capacity to push through it. Finally, resilience is what keeps us moving forward toward our goals, even when the road is rough. It's easy to give up when things get tough or when we face setbacks, but those who are resilient know that success rarely comes without hardship. They know that the road to achievement is often paved with failure, mistakes, and challenges, but they are willing to face those difficulties head on. Resilience isn't about avoiding struggle, it's about having the courage to face it and the perseverance to push through it, knowing that every step forward, no matter how small, brings us closer to our dreams. When we think about purpose, it's easy to view it as something we search for, a goal to be reached or a destination to arrive at. But purpose is not something that simply exists at the end of a journey, it's woven into the struggles we face along the way. In fact, many of the most meaningful accomplishments come from the most difficult moments in life. It's through our struggles that we discover a deeper sense of purpose, a drive that pushes us to keep going when everything else seems uncertain. The pain we endure, the challenges we overcome, and the obstacles we face are not random, they are guiding us to something greater than we could have imagined. Purpose often emerges from the very struggles we wish we could avoid. Think about the difficult times in your life, those moments when you felt lost, frustrated, or unsure of what came next. In hindsight, these were often the moments when you gained clarity about what truly matters. These struggles force us to reassess our priorities, our values, and our passions. When everything else falls away, what remains is often a clearer understanding of who we are and what we stand for. Our purpose is revealed in the fire of adversity. It's during these challenging times that we dig deep to find our true motivations, the things that matter most to us, and the driving force that keeps us moving forward. Purpose also serves as a beacon of light during difficult times. When the road ahead is unclear and the obstacles seem insurmountable, purpose is what helps us push through. Without a sense of purpose, it's easy to give in to despair or hopelessness. But when we know why we're doing something, when we have a clear understanding of the impact we want to make or the legacy we want to leave, we find the strength to persevere. Purpose gives us direction in times of chaos. It acts as a guiding star, reminding us that even the hardest moments have meaning when we align them with our values and goals. It's in the struggle that we define our why, and that why becomes the driving force that helps us navigate through challenges. Furthermore, the process of discovering and living out our purpose is often messy. It doesn't come in a neat, easy-to-follow path. Life is full of twists and turns, moments of uncertainty, and periods of doubt. But it's within these moments of struggle that we learn, grow, and refine our sense of purpose. Purpose is not static, it evolves as we do. As we face new challenges, our purpose deepens, shifting and expanding to encompass new aspects of our lives. This ongoing evolution keeps us engaged in the process, even when things get tough. The struggles we face help shape our purpose and make it more resilient, giving it the power to withstand the tests of time. There's also a profound connection between purpose and fulfillment. People who live with purpose often report feeling more fulfilled, even in the face of hardship. This is because purpose gives us a sense of meaning, a reason to keep going when the road gets tough. It provides us with a sense of accomplishment that is not dependent on external markers of success. When we align our struggles with our purpose, we feel that every challenge is worthwhile. The pain, the effort, and the sacrifice all become part of a larger, more meaningful journey. Even when things seem difficult, when the outcome is unclear, knowing that you are living in alignment with your purpose makes the struggle feel less like a burden and more like an essential part of your growth. In the end, purpose is not something we find in a moment of ease. It is something that grows out of the soil of our struggles. The hardships we face, the pain we endure, and the challenges we overcome are the very things that lead us to discover our deeper purpose. Rather than avoiding struggle, we should embrace it, knowing that through it, our sense of purpose will be revealed and strengthened. Through struggle, we find meaning, and that meaning is what makes everything we go through worthwhile. Embracing the discomfort of struggle is one of the most powerful actions we can take in our journey toward personal growth and achievement. We often try to avoid discomfort at all costs. We think of it as something negative, something to be feared or eliminated. But what if discomfort is not the enemy, but rather a catalyst for transformation? Growth doesn't happen in our comfort zones. It happens when we challenge ourselves, when we push past our limits and face the discomfort that comes with stretching beyond what we know. Struggle, at its core, is uncomfortable, but it's through this discomfort that we are forced to evolve. When we embrace discomfort, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. Every struggle brings with it the opportunity for growth. Without discomfort, we would remain stagnant. Growth requires us to do things we've never done before, to face fears, and to confront the parts of ourselves that are resistant to change. By leaning into the discomfort of a challenge rather than avoiding it, we give ourselves the chance to discover new strengths, new skills, and new capacities we didn't know we had. Discomfort is a sign that we are stretching beyond what we've already mastered, and it's in this stretching that our greatest growth happens. It's also important to understand that embracing discomfort doesn't mean we seek out unnecessary pain or hardship. It means we accept that struggle as a natural part of the growth process, and that at times we will have to endure discomfort in order to achieve something greater. The key is not to run away from it, but to approach it with the mindset that we can handle it, learn from it, and ultimately emerge stronger because of it. Discomfort teaches us to develop resilience, perseverance, and adaptability qualities that are essential for success. The discomfort of struggle also builds our mental and emotional fortitude. When we face difficult situations, we are forced to manage our emotions, to find solutions, and to maintain our focus even when things aren't going as planned. These are skills that can't be developed in moments of ease. It's only when we face adversity that we are truly tested, and in the process we learn how to control our thoughts and emotions, how to stay calm in the storm, and how to keep moving forward even when the odds seem stacked against us. These mental and emotional tools are invaluable, not only in the moment of struggle, but also in the future challenges we will inevitably face. Moreover, embracing discomfort teaches us the value of persistence. Success rarely comes from the first attempt, the first try, or the first challenge. The most successful people in the world are those who've learned to persist through difficulty, to keep trying when things seem impossible. When we allow ourselves to feel the discomfort of struggle and yet continue to move forward, we build the capacity for persistence. Persistence is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up too soon. Struggle may slow us down, but it doesn't have to stop us. Finally, embracing discomfort allows us to cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude. When we face difficulty, we gain a clearer understanding of the value of ease and success. We learn to appreciate the moments of peace, the breakthroughs, and the accomplishments that come after we've fought through the struggle. Every challenge we face teaches us something new, and it's this lesson that makes the rewards on the other side feel even more fulfilling. Discomfort makes us stronger, wiser, and more capable, and that is something we can be grateful for. In embracing the discomfort of struggle, we realize that it is not something to be feared, but something to be welcomed. It's in these uncomfortable moments that we are most likely to learn, grow, and transform into the person we are meant to become. Instead of avoiding struggle, we should lean into it, knowing that every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to rise higher, to become stronger, and to achieve something greater than we ever thought possible.